Well, they don't call it Ordeal Stall for a reason. We found out why we're not exactly getting Ordeal Call 4 now. We gotta wait a little bit longer, but hey, another Evocation festival is always great to have. Although, the ironic thing is that Ranmaru's event literally just finished its rerun on JP, so I guess this is just them saying, well, if you didn't finish the event, I guess you just take her. Here you go. Have Ranmaru, right? You could just take this lady for free. The most notable thing here is that we are going to be getting access to Ryder Liz. This is one of the better free-to-play characters in the game. They just have a general very solid kit if you just need yourself a DPS, and they can even do some pretty decent soloing. I think the 9 Dragon Liz is also pretty good to have in the Evocation shop, not because they're particularly good, I mean they're fine. NA players just got access to this character with the Huion event last October for Halloween, but it just gives you access to a pretender, and that's kind of nice, right? Like, same thing for Ranmaru. Like, I do think it's a little bit weird that we're going to be putting her out in the Evocation shop when their event just ended. That has to be some kind of inside bit over at Lasengel headquarters, but it is still nice to have a free-to-play Avenger available in the shop. And while Ranmaru's not the greatest arts farmer, you know, I'm not going to say that she's exceptional, she can still get the job done if you're lacking in having an arts farming character. So that is also nice to have access to. Just, you start the game and you're like, okay, well, now I didn't have this, now I have it. And also, don't have somebody to deal with rulers. You've got somebody to be able to do that. Now, I just wanted to check and see if they have any additional things in here, because this right here is just your normal missions where, you know, if you are playing JP right now, make sure that you take these guys to various quests. I think you only have to take one of the 3 of them, but they do have to be in your front line. So if you want to try out using Liz in a 90 plus node or a 90 plus node, one of those large bleached earth missions, you could break her out for that and see where that goes. For Ranmaru, if you want to try to use her as a arts looper, you can get that out of there. You know, I think you only need to use them 3 times. You need to also get them to level 40. And I think that's it, right? You just, like, use them, you have to grab them, and then, yeah, I think that's about it. I think that's all you have to do to get all the missions done. Now you can get some additional quartz and stuff with the quote-unquote Lilith character dropping. That'll be really good to have in your arsenal. Let me actually double-check real quick. I want to see if they went ahead and buffed any of them, because all 3 of them, well, aside from maybe Ryder Liz, Ranmaru and 9 Tattoo Liz could definitely use something. No, but come on, man. I'm exposing myself for not doing this quest, but no quest, no rank up. Come on, bro. You don't want to toss Ranmaru something? Because, okay, look, if Ranmaru could loop a little bit easier, that would be the broken thing that breaks the game. That's a little disappointing. It might also be that they don't want to give us a rank up quest because that's more Saint Quartz, and then that means, oh, what if the players pull a character because of those 2 Saint Quartz? What if they finish the mission when they do have a major character coming out? That's a little unfortunate. I love seeing these free-to-play characters get buffs because they're characters that everybody has available in their box just by logging in and playing the game. So I think the better the free-to-plays are, just the more enjoyable the game is to play. You know, if you're like, oh, I don't have this character that can butt blast this quest into oblivion, well, at least I could pull out this character. But they're still fine enough for what they are. This CE is kind of nice. Let me see if they added anything else new. Yeah, this is just, you have a increased success rate on being able to level them up. I think you also get double EXP on them, so it's easier to level them up. I know the, like, actual daily stages are, like, half off, so, you know, maybe you have a chance to, a reason to go do those, right? Like, a reason to actually go do that. Yeah, this is something they've been doing, where if you're unaware, that during these periods when certain characters are highlighted, they sometimes give them, like, a little 50% power mod. So it does make them a little nice to use during these periods. It's not generally the craziest thing, but hey, if you have some, like, free quest that is a little bit harder for you to farm, maybe Braze Liz can just chunk that large Berserker Galatea on the Bleached Earth, or maybe your Ranmaru's not farming, she's not hitting the big enough numbers, maybe you could use her for this. It's just kind of nice. It gives you a little bit of an incentive to use them, since there is a mission to use them as well. This is just Bond for the 3 of them. So if you do care about making either one of these 3 your grand, you know, Avenger, what it would be, Pretender or Rider, I guess a little bit easier to do that, especially for the Ryder Liz, because there is a Nemo CE. Let me show this, because this won't be out on the NA side of things for quite a little bit, but she has actually a bit of an easier time with this because we get these exceptionally powerful CEs. I believe it's this one. Yeah, we get things like this that give you 20% bond now just for free. Like, so instead of having the tea time one that gives you like 15 or like 15 or 20% depending on if you bring it as a friend or not, these just give you 20% if you have specific characters in your lineup. And so this one is 20% for riders. So I guess if you're a huge Liz fan, I am sure that there's going to be somebody that is going to make each and every one of their grand characters a Liz character, because what, you pretty much have all of them except for, let's see, we have Brave Liz for Saber. I don't think we have an Archer one, so they're going to have to get on that. We have the original Lancer Liz. We have a Caster Rider one. Do we have an Assassin Liz? I don't think so. It's kind of weird. We don't have an Assassin one. Do we not have a Zerk one? We don't have a... Wait, we don't have a Summer Liz? Maybe that's this year. Who knows? There's no shot, right? We definitely have a Summer Liz, right? They didn't just not do that? Because we have a bunch of the extra class ones. I'm getting besides myself. But if you're going to be trying to do something like that, this is a good time to go ahead and try to bond that up. Because, you know, she has this really, really insane bond CE over here that can really help her out. I don't think she falls into the other ones because this one is costume owning. This is Rider. This is Caster. This is Lawful Good. This one, I don't remember what this one is. I'll have to double check that one. And then this is like a beast trait server. These are the other like normal ones. But that is really good if you want to get your Rider Liz bonded up and you want to make her grand character, because, you know, Rider Liz is actually pretty decent. She's a halfway decent character, so that's actually not too bad. But then I think that's really it for this Evocation Festival. I don't think there's anything else. Yeah, these are just the characters. No buffs, though. No buffs is a little unfortunate. They're not bringing out a banner for these, because usually they like to drop a banner for these, but I guess you did just have your event, and there's no, like, 5-star associated character for you. There's no... Do we not have a 5-star Liz? Okay, like, I'm not the biggest Liz fan in the world. Like, I kind of find her a little obnoxious at times. I think her little side story thing in Extella was actually fun. That's the only time that I've really enjoyed her character. But do we really not have a 5-star Liz? I guess if you want to say that Carmilla is, like, technically Big Liz, and we have an assassin version for her. And then you have the summer version, but that's just another rider. Huh. But there's still no 5-star version. That's really strange. Can you imagine if this Ordeal Call 4, they're like, that's actually not Lilith, that's actually just Demon Liz or something? I don't know. I think they might be able to do something with that. That would be crazy. Surely somebody has already made that theory where they're like, this is finally going to be our 5-star Liz. Or maybe they're just going to say, no, we're not allowed to have a 5-star version of Liz. But, okay, yeah, that's really it for that one. Not a whole lot with this one. Just a little bit of something to kind of tide us over, I would assume. Before Ordeal Call 4 drops in, what, 7 days from now? I think it drops on the 30th? I want to say, I think it's the 30th. So, yeah, that'll be interesting whenever we get that. But, yeah, let me know if you guys are hyped in the comment section down below. I mean, this is really going to be for the Liz fans and the people that literally just missed the Ranmaru rerun event. But, hey, it's nice to have these guys available for free in the Evocation shop. I think I have all of these guys, so it's not really anything for me. But, you know, it's cool. I like having these guys available for other people. I mean, the coins are kind of nice. I might grab the coins for Rider Liz, because she is pretty good. But that's that aside. I'm starting to yap. I'm starting to ramble. I will go ahead and get out of here. I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video, which should be moving into the lottery proper for NA. You know, we might start getting into the actual characters for that event. So I'm excited for that. With all that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. You guys have a nice one. Peace. Late, guys.